Hello, everyone. I believe you guys can hear me. If you can hear me this evening, I just want you to let me know in the comment section. Just put it up in the comment section, guys. If you can hear me loud and clear, feel free to let me know where you're watching from also. Oh, great, 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 great. Okay, yeah. Let's wait a few more minutes so we can have other people join us. And then we're wasting more time. Oh, great. For sure, Emmanuel, watching from Lekki, Lagos. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Thanks, special shout out to you. Yeah, if you're yet to share this link, share with your friends, share with the people around you. Awesome. Mhm. Wow. Um, All right. I believe there's no further point trying to wait anymore. I'll just go straight to start, and then the other people would be able to catch up with us and join us much later. And if this is your first time meeting me, my name is Toby Kalajai. And then, yeah, I'm passionate about people creating wealth through Forex trading, cryptocurrency trading. I've been doing this for quite a time. I also share financial tips, financial knowledge for people who are interested in taking their finances from where they are currently to where they ought to be. I personally believe that becoming financially free is a journey, and everyone can achieve that freedom, right? That you crave for. Personally, I believe that creating wealth is not a competition like most people would like you to believe or want you to see. It is a personal journey, and you can only get better at it. You will definitely make some mistakes, that's inevitable. And sometimes you would have to relearn some new things because the principles to create wealth has remained the same from the days of Solomon or from the days of whatsoever you can think of. But the industries, the technology that will help you to achieve wealth today continues to change from time to time. All right. So if you want to be the kind of person who creates wealth in the 21st century, there are industries that would ensure you are able to do that. All right. And one of them, for me, I strongly believe is the financial market. The potentials here are enormous, and it is very, very important that if you create the time or make up your mind to say you want to learn how to flow in this market, you can actually do that successfully. All right. So yeah, some of the things I would be touching before going straight into the heart of technical analysis, because I strongly know that there are some people who are also participating in this class today and they are outrightly new to the industry of trading or financial markets or whatever it is. So I'll quickly want to gloss over or lay some very important foundations such that we all can be on the same page. Why should anybody at all consider trading? Why should you start looking up to the financial market if you want to make money from it? Why? There must be a why. And I tell people strongly, if you have an idea that trading is, just some gambling, some get rich quick kind of thing, you would definitely be disappointed a lot. All right, you would definitely be disappointed a lot. But if you have a very open mindset and you're able to see the market for what it actually is rather, you will be able to see the limitless opportunities that are bound for you. All right, so for those who are just joining, once again, good evening, everyone, and it's such an honor for me to be your lead tonight. Your presence means a lot to me, everybody, and I mean that sincerely from the depth of my heart. So let me continue with my slide. These are some of the reasons or factors you must consider strongly if you want to consider trading. And these, for me, are like the reasons I chose to trade myself. Number one, the limitless financial opportunities that you have in this market. The peak of everyone's financial ability, right? If you're thinking of making so much money in life or you want to make money from a particular industry, you want to ask yourself, what is the worth of this industry itself? What is the size of this industry? So from there you can actually know that okay, this is what I can make. For example, the stocks all over the world today are valued at over $98 trillion. So start thinking, If you're considering trading in the stock market, you have the ability to make from $98 trillion. That is, you are playing in a $98 trillion industry. Then you can begin to set your goals and look at, okay, this is what I intend to achieve. All right. The freedom that comes with trading also, it gives you the freedom of time, the freedom of location. When I say this, um, there are a few skills you can actually take from one country and move over to another country, and then you are instantly able to earn. And I tell you for truth, trading, your ability to trade is one of them. It doesn't care about your location, it doesn't care about your gender, it doesn't care about you know any factor at all. The most important thing is that you have access to the internet and you know what you're doing. You can make money. It gives you the freedom of time also. You are absolutely in control, because essentially those who have been trading for quite a while will be able to tell you don't have to make 3, 4, 5, 10 trades in a week. Some weeks you're good with just one. There are weeks I don't even get to trade at all, right? Because this is an industry that can position you for a long time, right? And then um, you also have to be able to understand what you're actually doing so that you can harness the endless opportunities that is in this market. Sorry, I got distracted a little bit. And then the final thing, the market that I am interested in, which is the Forex market and the cryptocurrency market, has a trading volume of around $10 trillion on a daily basis. So continue to look at this. Like, there is a lot of volume playing around. There's a lot of people playing already in this industry. And let me quickly say this also as a matter of fact, right? If you see anybody at any point in time telling you, bring your money, let me trade for you, go and call two people, tell them to bring two people, and they tell you they are trying to trade, ladies and gentlemen, they are not traders. They are rather doing something else. Either they are calling you up for Ponzi scheme, or they are trying to collect your money for network marketing or stuff like that. Please and please, please and please, trading is an industry that stands alone by itself. Bring two people, all those things don't occur in this industry. I know there are a lot of ways to make money online, and people teach them from time to time. Some of them you have to create affiliate marketing links. You are begging people to buy your products. You are begging this, come and buy, come and pay, come and sell, come and. In trading, you don't do all of those things, right? What you make is outrightly dependent on you and your capital that you have. So this is an amazing industry you don't want to joke with. What do I need to get started? For those who are entirely new, you know all you need is your phone and a laptop, your access to internet, and the most important thing that you need is not even your trading capital, but your willingness to learn and implement. It's not enough to come to this class and then you learn up and you don't go ahead to implement anything, right? It's just going to keep you at the same spot. What this class will do for you is bring you knowledge. What you will do for yourself is to act upon the knowledge. All right. So if you've come to this class, you put a lot of faith in me, you believe so much in me. That's why you've showed up for this class. Showing faith in yourself is when you go ahead to implement the things that we will be teaching from this session. All right. So I want you to show so much faith in yourself also. What do we trade? The markets I will be focusing on. The market I will be focusing on is cryptocurrencies, then currency itself, which is Forex, and then stocks, indices, and then metals, right? These are there's a lot of markets that you can actually trade. Some people trade volatility, some people trade indices, and so many things around that. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to trade in any market at all, I want you to listen to me clearly, please. In any market at all, irrespective of crypto, irrespective of Forex, stocks, you need to understand technical analysis. That's why today's session is all about technical analysis. It is because this, excuse me, Because technical analysis is the bedrock on which a trader lays his foundation, right? If you want to build a trading journey, you must understand technical analysis. And this is why you are either an wholesale trader or a retail trader, and majority of the people will be watching this. If your capital is already in the range lower than, let's say, $100 million, you are very likely going to be what? A retail trader. You have a capital less than $100 million, you are a retail trader. So as a retail trader, you can't create a direction for the market. Okay, you don't have enough financial capacity to do so individually. What you have capacity for is the ability to play with those who have more resources than you. All right. You buy when they are buying, and then you sell before they sell. I wish somebody could write that down. When you, as a retail trader, this is how you're going to make money in the market. All right. Buy when the big boys are buying, and then you sell before they get to sell. And that's the whole idea, right? This is the whole thing that technical analysis would want, as in store for you. Rather, technical analysis is all about what? You understanding price, what price has done in the past. You're trying to use it to predict what price would do in the future. There are two major forms of trading. I won't really talk into details about that. You're either trading by spot or you're trading by leverage. For both forms of trading, you still need excuse me, you still need the knowledge of technical analysis, right? Because that's the bedrock upon which you make your trade decisions. Yeah. Okay. So a second. All right. So while I pop up the remaining parts of the slide, there's something I quickly want to get across. I just hope you can see my screen right now. Okay. Okay, so all right, so I said you are either basically you're trading spot, right? These are the forms of trading essentially, either by spot. By spot means ownership. You're buying the asset and you're owning them in reality. On the other hand, when you're leverage trading, you don't own these assets in reality, but technical analysis is very, very important for both. Okay, so understand this. Just like the basic knowledge that you have already about economics. In economics, we understand that a market is a place where people are willing to do transactions. There's the buyer, there's somebody willing to buy, there's somebody willing to sell, and that's a market. All right. So it doesn't always have to be a physical location, and I'm sure economics covered that very well. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical location. It could be today, it could be online, it could be digitally, it could be anywhere. And that's what every financial market, every chart you see, is always showing you the activities of buyers and sellers. All right. Always showing you the activity of somebody that is willing to buy and somebody that is willing to sell. By where my cursor is, and I'll just try to do a quick breakdown. What you have as the price is what will lead to what we refer to as trend. Price is what leads to what to trend. When in economics also, when there's a lot of people who are trying to buy a particular commodity, what happens to the price? Price would go higher, because the higher the demand, the higher the price. Price will lead to trend. So when there's so many people buying a particular product, what will happen to the product? It becomes scarce, it becomes more expensive. On the other hand, what happens when there's a lot of people who are willing to sell a particular product and there are not enough people to buy it? That's supply, right? There's so much supply. Supply is higher than demand. What happens to price? Price will go down. The product is definitely going to become what? Cheaper over time. Because why? There's so many people who are willing to sell it, and only a few people who are willing to buy it at a particular point in time. This is what we represent as what? Candle. Price is the same thing we represent as candles in the financial market. I'm going to show you that in a bit. Every time you see candles, I want you to see what? Price. Understand that you are actually seeing price. When candles come together, you look at them together, they give what we refer to as market structure, which is the same thing as what? Trend. See market structure as trend, see candles as what? Price. And then what you are about to do from your activities of either buying or selling is to what? Be in profit. Of course, you can also end up in a loss if you don't do it the right way. Okay, so put your mind to this. The essential thing you want to do in the market is what? Is to be profitable. How do you become profitable? Ignore the noise, ignore all the financial jargons that a lot of people speak. It is as simple as this. Candle, understand this. This is what I'm going to be hearing about, and the entire evening. This is what even the whole concept of technical analysis, this is what it's about. It's about candlesticks. Candlesticks, I said earlier, is doing what? Price. Several candlesticks will come together to show you trends. And I said also, price is what creates what? Trends. What do you refer to as trends in the market? They are what? Market structure. It's either an upward structure or a downward structure. In an upward structure, what are we saying? There are so many people who are buying. There's so much buying pressure in the market. And then that is leading to what? An increase in price. A lot of buying pressure will lead to what? Increase in price. A lot of selling pressure will lead to what? A decrease in price. These structures, right, is what will lead to the formation of support and resistance. So support and resistance are only important in the direction of market structure. If you have been trading before and you are able to understand this, you will be able to understand why you've not been profitable if you're not, right? Or why you have been struggling to remain consistently profitable. If you don't understand that the principle of support and resistance is only important in the direction of structure. Structure is only important because of where price is. And then the last thing you focus on would then be patterns. Do you want to take patterns and put them above candles? No. You have to come from the candlesticks. What are they saying? This is what produces the structure. Understand the structure. The structure can then give you an understanding of support, resistance levels, and this will lead to the formation of patterns. And lastly, I'm going to show this before I go over to live charts so that you can see a simple representation of the things I'm talking about. But if you're learning something so far, I want you to put them in the comment section what you're learning. Important points that you've learned so far, I want you to put them in the comment section. I want you to share this link, share them, put it right over on your status on Facebook, everywhere. Let people be aware of the amazing thing that you're learning today. When you open up every chart, you're definitely going to see candles. There are always two basic forms of candles. And I said candles are only showing you price, okay? For example, when the candle is green, on most charts, on my charts, you'll find them to be blue though. And I'll tell you my reasons why much later. But let me just explain these candles and then we'll move over. I'm sure you must have seen them a whole lot of times, and then you're wondering, what are these things? What do these things really represent? Okay. Every time you see candles, understand it's only showing you the subject of what price. A candle like this, for example, this green one right here, where my cursor is currently at, shows this place to be the place where the price closed, right? Let me quickly say this. Every candle, every time you open up a chart, there's always what we refer to as time frame. So the time frame is actually showing you the duration of the candles that you're seeing. So if, for example, I'm on a 1 hour chart, if this is a 1 hour chart, this chart you're looking at right now is a 1 hour chart. It means each of these candles represents 1 hour. If this is a 30 minutes candle, each of these candles represent 30 minutes, and so on and so forth. So right over here, it says for this one, it's saying that if this is a 1 hour chart, it means in the 1 hour that this particular green candle represents, this is where price opened, this is where price closed. However, in the duration, the lowest point price got to is here, that's the low, and the highest point price got to is right here. And because the red candle is actually showing you the selling pressure, it's showing you the activities of sellers, it means that there's always the open price is going to be at the top and the close price is going to be at the bottom. Every candle that shows the open price at the top and the closing price at the bottom is basically a candlestick that represents the activities of sellers. The one that opens at the bottom and closes at the top is showing you the what activities of buyers. That's it. Let's come over here. I want to believe everyone can still. Yeah. I'm glad you guys can still see my screen. So yeah. Okay, great. So let me quickly do a short recap. I've already laid foundations to what the market is all about, what we are trading, how we trade, and how you as a person can, what you need to get yourself started in trading, and so on and so forth. So let's look at this quickly. This is a chart. I'm using TradingView right now. I'm using the platform called tradingview.com. I put a link to it for those who don't have an account with TradingView already. You have a link to it right there in the description of this live class, right? And this is what it looks like. It's just a platform. It's just a platform that can help you to analyze any market at all. If you want to analyze stocks, you come over here, you can, or you just click at all. If you are trading futures, you can search here. If you're trading Forex pairs, you can search here. Cryptocurrencies, you can search here. Index, bonds, economy. The list goes on and on, right? You can search for so many things. So I would already have some charts open right here. Like I said, what's being traded. You can trade Forex, you can trade cryptocurrencies, you can trade metals like gold, anything at all. You can, there are so many things there. The market is limitless. This, for example, is a chart of gold. And like I said, every chart, the first thing you need to understand is that candles, as you see them, all these things you're looking right here, they are candles. And then you need to understand the time frame that the candlestick is on. All right. But this one, we're on the daily time frame. It simply means that every candle that you see right here represents one day. That is 24-hour day. Every candle, you can change that if you want to go on the lower time frame. You can go check out the 4-hour time frame, check out the 1-hour time frame, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's look at this. This is the 1 hour. We're presently on the 1-hour time frame, and then you can see on my chart right here, I've made the bullish candle. That's the candles that are showing price is going up, They are blue in nature. It doesn't matter what the color is. You just need to understand the concept of what the candles are doing, right? And then the red candles obviously are showing you the activities of sellers in the market. And don't forget, you can see right here, it's labeled where price is currently at in this candle that is forming. It's at 1,835. So 1 ounce of gold right now is valued at $1,835. Right? That's what 1 kilogram of gold rather is worth right now. Okay, so have an understanding. Every time you look at the chart, let me go over to the chart of a cryptocurrency of choice. Let's start with Bitcoin, and also somebody in the, if you have a chart you want me to check out and use for this teaching, just put them also in the comment section and I'll pick one or two of them. So we'll look at them together. And here for Bitcoin, what this is saying right now is that 1 unit of Bitcoin is currently worth $44,125. That's what the chart right now is saying. 1 unit of Bitcoin right now is, this is the price right here, 44,127 US dollars. And then this is a bullish candle, black shape. So every time you look at candles, understand that a collection of candles would be showing you the market structure. Let me quickly draw up what market structure looks like so that we can push the lesson to the next level. As basic as this is, this you can already tell. It looks like a zigzag. If you're entirely new to trading, you would think it's just a mere zigzag, but this is how price moves in an uptrend. Price will never just go up like this. All right, like this arrow I'm trying. Price doesn't move this way. Price would always go in the zigzag direction. And for this, because every time price moves back, it goes higher than the previous high, we refer to this situation as what? An uptrend. All right. This is an uptrend. In an uptrend, what happens? Price continues to go higher, creating new high points. That's why it's basically referred to as higher point. And what's happening in an uptrend is that what? There are more people who are buying the asset than the people who are selling. At every point in time, in every market, there's always the people buying, there's always the people selling. Because some people bought yesterday, they want to sell today. Some people bought 2 years ago, they intend selling tomorrow. Some people bought 10 years ago, they want to sell next year. You never can tell when who is selling or when what anybody is selling at every point in time, okay? Because it's a free market. People are free to do what they want to do. But what these charts and candlesticks, what they show you basically is the activity of every buyer and seller globally linked together. And this is one of the power that the internet has made available. If, for example, we only know that, bag of rice, for example, maybe at the current Nigerian market price, I don't know what the price is currently, but we don't have a chart to help us understand that, okay, this is the cost at which farmers are producing. This is the cost at which people are selling. This is the cost at which wholesalers got the price at the product. We really don't have. So we don't know who is actually dictating the price because the market is not computerized. But for assets that are computerized this way, it's very, very, very easy. So in the comfort of my room, I can tell what people are doing. I can understand that, okay, more people sold, more people are open to sell, more people intend to sell, people are currently buying. That's what, charts like this make possible. It is still the same buying and selling that is currently ongoing. This information is actually taken from several exchanges or brokers around the world and linked together in a simple API. All right, that's why we're able to see it at just one click right now. I'll make it clear. Let me clear this quickly and then show what it looks like in a downtrend. In a downtrend, what we understand that is happening is what there is more selling pressure. Also, in a downtrend, it doesn't mean that there are no buyers. There are buyers, all right? There are people buying, but there are more people who are selling than the people who are buying, all right? And that's why price will create a structure like this. Understand, structure is a result as a result of what price is doing. Price is what create candles. Several candles will give you what the structure. The structure is the direction of the market. You as a trader, the first thing you should write this down. Everybody, write this down. Don't ever trade against the trend. It won't lead to anywhere. Don't you ever try trading against the trend. I know a lot of people will try to say, oh, let me just quickly do it, let me just do a shot. But you are just putting yourself into an unnecessary risk because there is a trend. Why not trade the trend and make money with the trend? But a lot of people think, oh, let me just risk it. It doesn't really make any financial sense when you are trading against the trend. So the first thing you need to understand is that what you must trade the trend. And how do you spot this trend? I've shown it here. Let's look at it together on the full chart so you can see what I'm talking about. Also understand that the end of one trend leads to the beginning of another because the market is a continuous thing. It's a continuous thing. Bitcoin, for example, got created in 2010, and from 2010, you can actually pull up records from 2010, down here on Bitcoin. You can actually go all the way deep down and see what price has looked like in the last 10 years. For some commodities, like for example, Euro JPY, they've been in existence for several decades. You can pull up all the records from the way into the past. You might not really just need them, all right? You might need them for practicing, no doubt, but they don't really make any financial sense. Any sense into your future as you intend to make money as a trader. Okay, so let me not lose my train of thought. Let me come back to what I was talking about. Let's try to look at this chart and then spot some trends that you can see. Sometimes these trends are very, very, very easy to spot. Sometimes they are not easy to spot. Okay. And then let me cut this out. So it's assumed that this other hand is yet to happen. But let's look at this. What can you see? Right from here, we had this movement. We had this. Don't forget I said in an uptrend, what happens? It doesn't mean there are no selling activities. It just means that there are more buyers activities, right? There are more people who are buying than the people who are selling. So if, for example, this example, right? This is clearly to show you that from here, in this zone, this area, this region where I've marked out, guys, this region where I've marked out, what structure do you think is prevalent? What is the prevalent thing that is happening in the region I've marked out right here on this chart? What can you really say is happening right over here? I want somebody to tell me in the comment section. I'm waiting to hear that in the comment section. What exactly can you really say is happening right there and there? Okay, good. Yeah. Somebody said an uptrend, and that's the obvious. Thank you very much, Atuma. Yeah. I hope I pronounced that well. So that's it. This is a clear uptrend, right? And what do you want to do in such kind of market situation? You want to focus on what the buying opportunity. You want to focus on what the buying opportunity. Now, when you have a chart like this, and then you can see clearly the uptrend, sometimes you would want to find out again what's the next thing I can figure out after spotting the trend of the market. The next thing you can put out for you to start making trade decisions will then be support and resistance. So you can see this is the trajectory, this is the way you look at the market. You want to first understand the structure, then the structure tells you the important support and resistance levels. All right, so if I'm to mark support and resistance levels for this particular market that we're looking at, this is going to look like it. This is how I'm going to mark it out. And I will explain what support and resistance actually mean in a minute. Okay, so one thing I want you to understand is that trading is not essentially it's quite different from just your classroom work, that you have to be very artistic and make it very beautiful. If you are that gifted, it's also fine, but it won't always be like a textbook example at every point in time, especially when you're considering a live chart. This is a live chart, right? So it won't always look exactly like you expect it to be in textbook. But if you can see this now, you can already anticipate the next direction that price is going to and where price is coming from. For example, look at this place. So you could write this down also. Support and resistance are the points that are important for price reaction. That is the regions where price reacts, or the regions where price is likely to react in the market. These are the places we refer to as support and resistance level. What kind of trade do you take from your support level? You take buy trades. Please note that also. You take buy trade from your support level. You take your sell trade from where your resistance level. Buy from support, sell to the resistance. Now, without getting ahead of myself, let me go ahead and play this chart back. And then let's see how important these lines were drawn. How important does it, play in the future for this Bitcoin market that we are currently studying? Because every time price is going to fall back, it's definitely going to fall back to what the regions that are very, very, very important. And these regions are the ones that we have called our support and resistance level. You can see how price, when the price pushed back down here, trying to create a new trend, price still fell around this range where price broke out from. And that's the 29,000, between 29 and 30,000. Now, the uptrend definitely, can we say that's ended? Let's still watch out and see what price will do before we make, further. Yeah. So I strongly believe though that you're learning something right here. I'm just playing an old chart, and then I'll use it to explain what price is going to do or what price has done. This is just how there's no two ways about it. There's no magic to looking at the chart. If you come back here now and then you see, obviously price pushed down. This started creating, it was like a short-term downward structure, right? This was what happened here. Price got to this high point, came low. Ideally, for a downtrend to continue, what will price do? Price should break beneath this particular support level, right? Yeah, the video will be available for those who want to make a rewatch. It's going to be live on this channel, so you can always watch it. If you are new to this channel, you're yet to subscribe, do go ahead and click the subscribe button. It's really, really going to be great, because weekly I drop very important videos that will help you on your journey to being financially successful. Yeah. So for us to say that the downtrend here is going to continue, price needs to break beneath this level. Obviously, price didn't break, didn't come all the way down to that level. What price did was to what from here created a new wave, and we can see what looks like another trend, right? That's how you judge the market. The end of one trend is the beginning of another trend. The market is just a moving trend, like it's not going to stop. As one trend finishes, another trend begins. So what happened there? Price pushed. Not going there. Okay. All right, so you can see how price pushed all the way here. And then, of course, we would anticipate that price would at a point come to hit this level that we have marked out. Let's see how it's going to play out. Sometimes these activities happen, at a short space of time, dependent on the kind of time frame you are on. Sometimes it doesn't happen immediately. Sometimes it takes a while, and then obviously you can see how this has played out. Okay, there will be seasons where price, this is why I tell people when you're trading, you want to be emotionally present. When you panic, that's what happened some weeks ago when Bitcoin came back to 30,000. A lot of people start having the feel that, oh, it's going to zero, it's going to this, it's going. Understand that what the market is progressive. Price is going to continue to do a ride. Go check out. The market is not going down to zero at any point in time. Of course, if you go and buy, we call them shit coins or assets that are very, very useless, you would cry a lot in the market. You would cry a lot in the market. You will lose your money. You will lose your fortune from time to time. You don't want to be that kind of person, okay? You don't want to be that kind of. You want to be a smart trader who's focusing on the right things, and then you're looking at the market the right way. Time will fail me to talk about some things on this live stream. What I intend to do is just basically to show to everyone who can see, okay, what should I then focus on as a retail trader? If you want to be a retail trader, just like myself and a host of other people, what are the things you should focus on? This is what this is about. And I've shared over and over because these are just the important things. There are no two ways to it. Your candlesticks, you must know your candlestick. Number two, you must know the market structure. It's not something you might get to know in a day, no doubt. If you check out on my scroll around on my channel, you'll see a lot of videos I've done on market structure and how you can understand them. They would really, really be of help to you. You can also rewatch this video much later. It will still be of great help to you. And also, before then, I would quickly analyze another pair. All right. Let me check out some of the suggestions that you guys have made. Yeah. I would love to analyze more pairs, and then with the analysis also, I will still go ahead and make a few more examples. But before then, I would like to bring up Eitemi. This is a surprise guest I said I was going to bring up on the show today. He is an amazing young man, currently studying at the Covenant University. Eitemi started trading, I think, were you 14 then?
Yeah, I was 14 actually.
Okay, nice. That's about 2 years ago or so.
Yeah, 2019. Like
2019.
it was the ending of 2019, basically. Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah. So, yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 17. I just turned 17. I turned 17 in June, so I'm turning 18 this June, basically.
Yes.
So
So you're 17, basically. Yeah, nice. Why I think I find your story very, very not just interesting. The fact that I was privileged to be part of those who watched you get started in the game and then getting to this very point. I'm particularly impressed and proud of you. So I'd like to
I
ask you a few
appreciate.
questions just for the sake
Mhm.
of people who are either new or who are still trying to have a hang of it, right?
Yeah.
What do you think are the things that have been able to get you from that novice point to this point when you have become profitable also?
Okay. So like you mentioned earlier in the video, I think one of the things that people have to understand is basically like, first of all, the consistency is like the most important thing. For me, forex trading is like the one thing, or like it's the first thing that I've actually like stuck to for a long amount of time, to the extent where I've like seen results. I've tried a lot of other stuff before. I've tried to learn this particular thing or the other, but it was a conversation that I had with you. I don't know if you can remember this. This was like towards the ending of 2019 that I met you in church, and then this time I think it was after church. Somebody had given a testimony of how they made their first million in the teenage church, and then
Oh,
I think it was Jibola that gave the testimony of how he made his first million in church. And then I asked him what he did, and he said it was trading. Then I asked him to like explain it, but I didn't really get it. So I told my dad, and then he was like, I should come and meet you. So I came to ask you, and I was like, how much can I make with trading? And you were like, the amount of money that you can make is like, there's no cap to how much you can make. Like the amount of money you can make is infinite. It didn't make sense to me at that point in time, because I'm like, what do you mean like you can make infinite amount of money? That does not make sense. What do you mean? So, and then you said another thing, that if I'm able to stick to this particular thing for a long amount of time, if I'm able to stick to it for a long amount of time, I'll be able to see so much money that I'll be tempted to even drop out of school. And that was like 2019, towards the ending of 2019. Then I started trading like during the corona time. So that was like 2020. I was 15 at that point. So that was March of 2020. That was when I started like fully like deep dive into trading.
yes.
And so this March will make it like two years. Yeah, this March will make it like 2 years officially since I've been trading. And like I feel being consistent and just like learning from what you do. And the best thing about like trading is that like the market shows you what you are doing wrong. So
Yeah.
you get direct feedback immediately. When you take a trade and you lose the trade, you see this is what is wrong with your trading, this is what you could have done better, and then you get direct feedback from it, and then you are able to improve and improve and improve. And then when you said you could see amounts of money that even like other people that are trading day jobs, at the beginning it's very tough. I'm not going to lie, because when you're losing money and things are
Mentally
not
tough.
looking good, yeah. At the beginning, when you're losing money, when things are not looking very good, it's very tough, and it can be emotionally like, it can be very like emotionally, I don't want to say damaging, but it can mess you up emotionally, especially. But if you're able to like stick through that particular time and move through that particular point in time, you get to the point where I feel like I'm entering into now, where it's like you almost feel like, I don't want to use the word a scammer, but you almost feel like you are making money from just sitting down, analyzing
Yeah.
the markets, and then you are making X amount of money. Like I had my biggest month, November last year, November of 2020. That was like it was almost 500K in a particular month. For some people listening on the call, that's like a small amount of money, depending on who is listening to the call. But for
Yeah.
me, I'm 17 in 200 level in university. 500K a month is not small money. It's a
Yeah. Yeah.
reasonable amount of money. And then so you get to the point where like you are trading, and then you are just like analyzing the markets, and money is coming in. You don't have to like stress it over, because you have been able to like build some certain principles and risk management into like your subconscious already. So when you are trading, you know this is what I should do, this is what I should not do, and
Yeah.
then basically that's it. So I think the most important thing for me is consistency, and then getting to learn from people that are actually making money in the markets. Like you, for example, I remember sending my chats to you and asking you questions and stuff. So learning from the right people and being consistent, like doing it over and over and over again, coming back, and then anytime you lose a trade, come back and analyze what you did wrong and trying to just become better in the markets. I think that's one of the
Oh,
most
great.
important things also in trading
Great.
that's helped me personally.
Great. 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 Thank you very, very much for being so
Yes.
clean and honest there. Let me ask you also. I think this week you shared in the group, you shared your new set of rules,
Yes.
right? That you're working with as a person. Um, it kind of when I saw them, I saw the level of discipline you're putting into it, right? So,
So please, can you come again? The network is really messing me up right now. But I
okay,
think I can hear you better now.
okay, good. I said when I saw the rules you had to put on yourself, to guide you
Oh,
in trade decisions.
yeah.
I wanted to. It told me like the level of discipline you're creating for yourself, because like I said at the beginning, also it's more of personal discipline, because there's
Mm-hmm.
you are the one who is absolutely in control. So of these rules,
Yeah.
is there anyone that is particularly quite difficult for you to follow?
I think the risk management aspect is like the most difficult part. And the risk management, and I feel like I crossed the risk management. I've never like blown an account before, which is something that not many people can say. So I think I got the risk management part early. But I think maybe not the risk management part, but taking high probability trades, because it's easy to come back in the markets. Because there's this particular, I don't know if it's like dopamine release that you get when you win a trade. You just feel good. It
Yeah,
makes you
sure,
feel
sure.
good, like when you win a trade in the market. So when you come in the morning and like, let's say I used to struggle with this. Let's say I'm feeling down from something happening in the day. I just need like that dopamine release. This is not something that many people talk about, but you just come to the markets and you begin to see things that are not there. You begin to
Yeah.
analyze and analyze. This is clearly a downtrend, but you are like placing this thing. It's like, no, it's touching this trend line. It is going to go up. It is definitely
Uh,
going to go up. And then you begin to take trades that like after you have lost the trade, you sleep, you wake up, go back to like your trading journal and you look at it. I'm like, I should not have taken that trade. Why did I risk my money on that trade? Why did I take that trade? So I think the one that I still struggle with is like taking high probability trades. And one of the things I decided to do to like help myself with that is sharing my trades with other people. Like when I'm taking a particular setup, I share with other people. So like I have friends in school that are learning to trade or that are traders
oh,
already. I just
great,
forward
great.
my charts to them. Like this is the trade I'm entering. Like when I'm entering a trade and the trade is not high probability and I send it to people, I know that there's a high chance this thing is going to lose, and I don't want them to see me losing my money. So it's like a form of like exacting. It's like a form of accountability for me. So
Yeah,
that's one
yeah,
of the things
yeah,
that I do
yeah.
to help me to like to combat that basically. But yeah, that's like the most that's like the biggest one out of all of them.
Oh, great, 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 great. Thank you very, very much for sharing this. What's your take on cryptocurrency currently?
Okay. Sorry, what did you say?
What's your take on crypto? Crypto? Do you?
Oh, I'm learning a lot about it. I'm trying to like learn a lot about it. I remember I also spoke to you that time when I was trying to like invest in stocks and everything, and you were telling me to look into the crypto market majorly. So I have a couple of coins in my portfolio. I just have three in my portfolio actually: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA. I was holding ADA, and unfortunately, I don't even want to like go to that level. But I feel like I'm still in the education phase where I'm still trying to learn and fully understand it and become like convinced about it myself
Oh,
before
sure.
like continuing to like, because I feel like I need to really understand it, and like I've not really just dive deep into like just trying to understand everything and like immerse myself in the whole space. But I think it's something that I'm still doing right now. I'm educating myself from time to time, and it's something that like I see like there's a lot of potential there. I know you are doing it. I know everybody is doing it now, and I just feel like I need to like dedicate the time to learn more about it basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely I'm bullish on it.
Oh, great, great, great. Oh, thank you very, very much, Itemi. Your story is one that
Yes,
I'm
sir.
always so proud of. You've got a great future ahead of you.
I
And
appreciate it, sir.
like you said, you're one of those persons from your early analysis that you started sharing with me. You're 2 years in the game. I'm like 5 years in the game, and we're seeing almost the same thing. Sometimes your charts are
Yeah.
always better than mine. I and I'm always just like, wow, I really can't wait to see this guy unfold. And
Thank you very much, sir.
very, very high. Yeah. Thanks for jumping up on the call.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much, sir.
All right. Yeah. So that was a quick one from Timmy. This is one of the because I would be very honest with you guys. Trading is a very, very participatory kind of sport. It's not a sport you learn on the books, right? You have to learn it by practicing. There are so many demo accounts you could use, but then when you're going ahead to practice, you already have a guide of what to look out for. Don't bother yourself with the relevances, right? If you find a good trading community to join that would help you, go ahead and do so. It's really going to cut short your journey. All right. If you don't have enough resources for that, then YouTube would be a place, you have to get a lot of free content, but make sure you are deliberately growing. The oldest student I've been privileged to mentor was a grandfather of 70 years old, right? A grandfather of 70 years old. And then after a while, this man also started picking up. It looks like gibberish at the very beginning, but with time, with consistency and dedication, you would be able to see through the light. Honestly, there's a lot of potentials right here in the market. Somebody said I should do a quick analysis of NAS 100, and then I think somebody's saying Cardano also. All right, I'll run up and do a quick chart of those two assets, and then we'll see how they are currently, and then what you could start. Yeah, I just need to be sure you can see my chart. Okay, good. All right, so let me go for NAS 100 first. Don't forget, trade technical analysis is just it's just like the bedrock. You can take it to any market at all, any market at all. It doesn't care, it doesn't matter. The first thing I'm going to do, and any chart I open, if for example I want to trade this chart today, what can we see on this structure? Please, I want everybody who has been here. What market structure can you see? Look at this. This is just an easy clue. Like, what structure can you see? This is too easy. All right. There are sell opportunities, no doubt, but looking at this structure, it looks like a buyer's domain. This market presents sell opportunities from time to time, no doubt, but the most predominant thing that has been happening in NAS 100 is what is an uptrend. Look at it for how long you want to go to the past. It looks like the sell opportunities happen sometimes, all right? Sell opportunities come through. I'm pulling up a record of year 2000. This is year 2000. From 2002 thereabout, this is 2002. 20 almost 20 years ago till date, price has been in an uptrend. You don't want to bother yourself with the sell opportunities in this trade because they will be so temporary, they will be so short-lived. All right, what do I want to do? If I'm to take a trade from this market maybe tomorrow or at any time, I just want to mark out the easy structure, what's currently forming, and what do I hope for. All right, this is what price is currently doing, and I'm anticipating that what price is coming back here. This is just how I look at the market. Okay, so this is my next level of anticipations. I'm anticipating that what price is going to do this, eventually break over this. I will talk about the principle of support of retest and all later. It might not be today, definitely, but we'll create more time to continue to do this session so that it can help a lot of people. If you want your growth level to be faster, also you can go ahead, look at the description of this particular video that we're on. The description there, I put a link to my academy there. You can also have access to it if that's within your budget right now. I've put up about 70% discount is what I'm giving out if you're using the link that is right there, and then you can just go up straight up to it. So if I were to be somebody who wants to trade NAS maybe today or in the near future, what do I want to look out for? I want to look out for the best place to make my buy entries. All right, I want to look out for the best place to make my buy entries. I would only be making the buy entries from a support level. I would look out for the next key support. This would have been one opportunity to go in because at the end of this support, look at this place, price pushed up, price came back to retest this level, and then we had about 4 bullish candles, right? No, 3 of these candles are bullish candles, right? There's no time to talk about that also, but I would probably you could check out some of the videos I've done about candlesticks and how to use them to make trades. This is a bullish candle pattern. This is a bullish candle pattern. This is a third bullish candle pattern. And I would rather prefer this one because this is way more, it shows more more buyers activity right here, more buyers presence was shown here. All right, and then from here price can go all the way up. Price will push up again. When price gets here, I would anticipate a retest. When I see this kind of candlestick activities, this is the kind of place I will make my own buy entry, because we're already late to this current trade. All right, but somewhere around this resistance point, which would ultimately change over to a support level, is where I'll be anticipating to make my own buy entries. And when I do that, we can take profit here, we can take profit here. There are two take profit levels for this trade for somebody who is attempting to trade NAS. All right, you could also do this. You won't be wrong either if you do this, if you did this way. Because don't forget, support and resistance, they are actually areas. It's not just one price point, okay? So I can take this range. If you are taking this region, you are still doing it right. Okay, I just love to use the straight line to make it that simple. I hope I helped the person who asked about NAS. All right, then let me check up ADA. All right, ADA USD. See, there's one thing that happens a lot in cryptocurrency space. It's the pump and dump thing. The pump and dump thing, it would continue like that. Look at the chart of ADA. All right, probably if you buy the top, what are you expecting? You would have to wait a longer period. It doesn't mean that your money is gone, especially when you're buying viable cryptocurrencies. Your money is not gone, but you need to understand that you have to wait a lot. So you need to learn. It's better you wait before you buy than to buy and then start waiting. I don't really think that's the best strategy as a trader, okay? Rather, you could be doing your daily cost averaging or dollar cost averaging. That might still make more sense. So for me, if I'm attempting to make an entry into this trade, I already want to just mark out. I already can see what the structure is doing. Price was coming through all the way in a down structure, right? In a downtrend. And then this is a support level and price is yet to break the support level. Okay. You could take a trade around here. You won't be doing it badly if you take a trade around here. We're on the 4-hour time frame. It means this level, this consolidation level is already broken and price is already looking like it is creating a bullish momentum, right? We're now seeing that it looks like there is a formation of an uptrend. All right, we may start having price right all the way. We never can tell, but in anticipation, this is where I would be making my trades. Anywhere around here is still a good idea. All right, and then you are anticipating that what price will push to the upside. It's just the way I see it. If you want, you can all these structures. You can look at the structure on the lower time frame. You can look at it on the higher time frame. But when you're considering very low time frames like 30 minutes to 15 minutes, it also means that you don't intend to hold that trade for a very, very long time. Okay. Basically, essentially, I think it's better to say you are scalping. All right. And it's not a bad idea to be a scalper in the market. You just need to make sure you know what you're doing. All right. If you're scalping, scalp with your full chest and know what you're doing. All right. Oh, you said NAS chart looks like and the uptrend is broken. No, the uptrend on NAS that we just looked at is not broken. It's not broken. Look at that chart from year 2000, like I looked at it. All right. For you to confirm that a trend is broken, you must see something like this. Let me quickly explain that, and then I'll pick another question that somebody asked about volatility. Is it advisable to trade volatility with phone or laptop? Honestly, you can trade anywhere, either your phone or your laptop. The benefit you have with a laptop is that you are able to see more charts, like it's more open. All right, you can see way more compared to somebody who is holding a phone. So, for example, in an uptrend, this is if the trend is an uptrend, this is the point where you say it's no longer an uptrend. I want you to watch this closely. This is the highest point in this particular chart, right? And this is currently the low point. For this uptrend to now be invalid, price needs to what? Come beneath this, break this lower level, right? And then come back to retest it and then continue to push down. This is what price needs to do. You don't just consider a short time frame to make this decision to say, oh, price has changed structure. You can't just look at the 4-hour or the 1-hour time frame and say, oh, price has changed structure. The change of structure should be considered on the higher time frame. What you are doing on the lower time frame is to maintain structure. All right. So if on that NAS, for me, I wouldn't want to, because for the past 20 years, what price has been doing is what is an uptrend. So I would only be looking out for the uptrend opportunities to take my trade. If you look at this, let's look at this on a weekly level and see what it looks like the chart is saying. So you can see this more clearly now. You can see on the daily time frame, it's looking like it's not clear. Maybe the structure is broken or not. But look at it on the higher time frame. Can you see what it looks like on the weekly time frame? It just shows you clearly that what buyers are still in charge. Buyers are still in charge. All right. Look at this. This is still the same level. I'm going to take this as the same level. Price is just around the same level here. For us to say that what price has broken, even the body of this candle, look at this candlestick has no body. You can't take this candle serious. You would rather consider it as a bullish candle. I hope you have been in the market for a while. If you have, you would understand what I'm saying. When you see a wick, understand that a wick shows a rejection in price, especially when the wick is at the bottom. It shows a rejection in price by buyers. When the wick is at the top, it shows a rejection in price by the seller. So this is a wick at the bottom. It shows that what buyers came back to take charge of the market. All right. So I would not consider this a break or structure. This can be considered. Okay. So yeah, I want to believe that this has been very impactful to people. Let me know what are the things you've learned from this stream. What are the things you've been able to take out from this stream? What's the next line of action you really, really want to take from this stream going forward? All right. If you don't have a broker you trade with yet, you can check the link. I put a link to the one I use, one of the ones I use rather. Also an exchange where you buy an exchange. I put a link to the one I use. You can use them to get your journey started. All right. Just make sure that you give it the time and attention that it requires. And then, yes, I want everybody to give a thumbs up on this video and share it as much as you can. Subsequently, I would come up with other technical analysis class for people so that the knowledge can continually be shared. And it's been worth my time actually to share this basic principle with you. Unfortunately, we don't have so much time to go into patterns, but also understand I only consider patterns in the direction of structure. I consider patterns only in the direction of structure. So in a downtrend, I don't look at my bullish patterns at all. In a downtrend, I focus on the bearish patterns. And then in the uptrend, I don't consider my bearish patterns at all. I only look for the bullish structure. Yes, yes, thank you for the question. Is my book still available? Yes, I have a book which is 7 Secrets to Profitable Forex Trading. It's way available. You could text me or go yeah, I think it's available on the website also. You could check out my website, and then I have a lot of things that will be of help to you. If you want to text me directly, this WhatsApp will lead you. The WhatsApp right here on my website, tobikalejaye.com. should give you an access to be able to chat with me. Yes. So thank you guys for coming on the streams. It really does mean a lot to me. Give you an access to be able to chat. Yes. So thank you guys for. Yeah. So thank you very much for everyone who's been able to make this session. Sorry, a second. I wanted to show the website so you could see. All right, so right on my website, this is my website, tobikalejai.com. There's a link to a WhatsApp number right there. You could just text with me. I trade, I teach, I coach, I write. So you can have access to my books also. I've written 2 books currently that you can get: Securing Your Financial Future and then 7 Secrets to Profitable Trading. They are very, very sure ways to help you on your journey. And also you could check out my Pips Mastery Academy, my Pips Mastery course, or cryptocurrency trading for profit. They would really, really help you. But in the link to this particular video, I have already made a single link that can take you to all my products, and you're getting over about 70% discount. You're getting everything on just one click. All right. So thank you very much, everyone, for showing up with me. Let me have your feedbacks. It means a lot to me. Thank you and have an amazing rest of the day.